We each go through life creating memories with our loved ones, such as family and friends. But how would you feel if one day your loved one looked at you and didn't recognize you at all? To them, you were a complete stranger. You were someone that was endangering their life. Well, it happened. It's real and it's called Alzheimer's, dementia, or memory loss. In 2007, I had the opportunity to work for the Alzheimer's Association Aloha chapter located in Honolulu, Hawaii. I came into contact with families that were going through this unfortunate event. Each family had their own experience because each patient was at a different stage in the Alzheimer's. And it struck me hard and it made me think that could have been my loved one. It could have been my grandparents or my parents. Before the Alzheimer's Association, I had no clue how severe dementia was. Truth be told, I didn't know much about it at all. I assumed that elderly people eventually lost some memory, like maybe where they placed something. I did not know that it went to the extent of forgetting who their families were or endangering their lives. According to the Alzheimer's Association, this disease affects 2 to 5 million people annually. They projected that the number of Americans with Alzheimer's disease could double or triple to 16 million by mid-century annually. Alzheimer's disease is not a normal part of aging. However, beyond the age of 65, chances for getting the Alzheimer's disease doubles every 5 years. The annual cost for the association to take care of individuals, families, and conduct research nationally is $100 billion. Businesses within the U.S. lose more than $60 billion a year from loss of productivity and absenteeism by primary caregivers and insurance costs. Currently, there are 1 out of 4 Americans with a family that act as caregivers. The annual cost of caring for one individual with Alzheimer's disease, depending on the stage, range from 18,000 to 36,000. Alzheimer's disease can be costly, and people that are caregivers will do whatever they can to take care of their loved ones, rather it be calling in sick or dropping to part-time or foregoing their own health. Because to them, this is their loved ones, and it's not their fault, and they will do anything to help them. Right now, something needs to be done to help prevent and cure this devastating disease before it reaches an uncontrollable level. Of course, it will take a while before there will be a preventative treatment for Alzheimer's disease. But right now, we can still help to continue the education and support groups for the families and caregivers. From the money that the association raised, they are able to provide caregivers with classes to prepare them and teach them of the different stages that their loved one may face. They help families choose the best treatment, help them to get insurance and safety services for their loved ones such as medical alert and safe return. They offer support in the form of a therapist located in their local area. Support groups for every family that are going through this can communicate and share their stories. They offer a 24/7 helpline and an online care source. The families will never ever have to feel that they are alone. There is help. There are ways in helping the association better our communities and continue their work through volunteer work, memory walks, galas, and donations. You can donate your money, time, or product as an individual, team, or business. You may participate in the memory walk to raise money and awareness for the community and to fund the services provided by the chapters. Many businesses participate in galas that have silent auctions to help fund research on the Alzheimer's disease in hopes to find a cure for or and a prevention. If it weren't for those that are helping now, families wouldn't have a place to lay their heads down and gather hope. Could you imagine if this was you and now you had nowhere to turn? What if that day came and your loved one did not recognize you and thought that they were under attack? It's not a great experience to endure. It's hurtful because all you want is for them to be happy. It's hard to give care to your loved one if you have no resources to help you gain the strength you need or the education to give you the know-how to help them and your family. We are fortunate in the sense that the Alzheimer's Association is around to help to give us that support. Wouldn't it be great if there was a way to prevent this disease instead of slowing it down? That's what the Alzheimer's Association is pushing for, a world without dementia. A world where families don't have to be torn apart by this unfortunate disease. They can just enjoy each other's company and have a peace of mind that someone is there for them. After coming into contact with the many families that are experiencing this unfortunate disease, I would support the Alzheimer's Association in order to give my parents, grandparents, and family a chance to live a happy life, and not one that is filled with struggle and hardship from memory loss. The Alzheimer's Association is willing to put forth the effort in helping Americans that are at risk by researching in preventative care and by supporting families and caregivers that are going through this hardship. They need our help and support in order to continue their part in helping our communities. So I ask this of you. Give our loved ones a chance to remember. Help support the Alzheimer's Association in finding a prevention.